Hello and
I walked to the
welcome.
light through an old window pane. The birds were already calling my name. Coffee on the counter, bare feet on the floor. 1,000 little blessings I missed before. And thank you for the sunrise, thank you for the rain. Thank you for the hard roads that taught me how to change. Thank you for the laughter, thank you for the tears. Every little moment that carried me here. The wind in the trees and the sound of the creek, the kindness of strangers, the peace that I seek. The scars and the stories, the lessons they bring, the beauty that grows from the smallest of things. And thank you for the sunrise, thank you for the rain. Thank you for the hard roads that taught me how to change. Thank you for the laughter, thank you for the tears. Every little moment that carried me here. I don't need forever, I don't need to know. Today is enough, and my grateful heart knows.
Welcome everyone to this space. I'm so glad you're here. If you are here live with me, I'm so happy that you're here. And Anton, you're gonna make me cry. Quit being so nice to me. Thank you. Really. Yeah. It's been the most difficult 1.5 years of my life. I am still healing, but I am much better. And I just want to say thank you, and thank you for being here. Thank you so much. So welcome to day 3 of our 28 days of gratitude experiment. Anton, did you get your magic rock yesterday? Because I have a confession. I went to the park where the willow tree is, and that was on my list to get my magic rock. And I got so sidetracked and so busy, I forgot. So I saved a turtle's life. It was in the middle of the road, and it was a big turtle. So I pulled over the side of the road and picked up that turtle and walked it across the street. And then when I got to the park, someone was under my willow tree. So I was just having a day. I just got sidetracked. I forgot to get it. Now, I did do the exercise. I still did gratitude before I went to bed, but I forgot the rock. So I'm getting my rock today. So today is about magical relationships. Oh, you already had it. Okay, good. You already set. When we think about gratitude, Courtney, you're here. Welcome. As I was falling asleep last night, I realized I didn't look for a rock, but I imagined holding one while I was thinking about well yesterday, and I do think it helped. Yeah, I confess, I forgot to get a rock too. I actually held my phone in my hand, but I did do the exercise. Okay, so when we think about gratitude, we often think about things like our home, our health, our job, maybe coffee if you're a coffee drinker. But today we are turning our attention towards the people and relationships that enrich our lives. And what I love about today's practice is it invites us to slow down and really notice what we appreciate about the people that matter most to us. And one thing that stood out to me when I was reading this is how relationships bring purpose and meaning and joy to our lives. And gratitude helps us focus on what's beautiful rather than what's missing. And that doesn't mean that people are perfect and relationships are not perfect. It means we're just going to take a few moments and write down and start choosing to see the good in people, noticing what qualities, moments, kindness, gifts they offer, and bring into our own lives. And we're simply looking for relationships that matter to us. So today's activity is to choose 3 relationships that are meaningful to you and write down 5 things that you're grateful for each relationship. And we're not going to focus on what just they do, but like who they are and what qualities you appreciate about them, what strengths they possess, what memories you have with them. And so each statement will begin with thank you, the person's name, and then for. So thank you, Bob, for blank. Before we go into it though, I do want to expand a little bit on what the book is actually offering, because a lot of people that are in our group and our community are going through healing and going through some rough times, especially with close relationships. So I myself find this today's a little hard, a little difficult to do. I'm going through a lot of healing with my close family members, so it's hard to write down 5 things I'm grateful for when I am still experiencing a lot of pain. So I thought maybe other people might be in the same boat as I am. So I want to open it up and say we can also talk about our relationship with God, if that resonates with you. You can also choose yourself today as a relationship. I think that's really an important relationship we don't often spend time with. And maybe choosing a pet that means a lot to you. So, and it can be anyone. It can be someone that's influenced you in any meaningful way. So I don't think there's a gratitude police that are going to come arrest us for not following it exactly. So I will play a little bit of music and we can write down 3 meaningful relationships and 5 reasons why we are grateful. Thank you, Anton. It's really kind. It's okay if you didn't get finished. We're going to pause here. I see a couple of comments in the chat. Anton. As Anton says, I'm genuine for sharing about my pain. And I inspire truth in how we show up. Thanks for letting me know this is not about perfection. No, it's not about perfection. Yeah, so a couple of things. I think I've always been a very private person. And I think a lot of that comes from internalizing a lot of my pain. And I would say just recently I started sharing my pain, and that has become part of my healing, because in my family, we don't talk about things. So in a way, now that I am talking and sharing the truth, feels very healing, a little scary, but also healing. But yeah, it's more, it's like telling the truth feels right for me. Courtney, I've shed most of my connections over the past few years because they weren't healthy for me. I have my parents and a few online friends and my cats, and I have me, and I'm grateful for that the most. Yes. Good for you, Courtney. One of the hardest things to do is letting go of friendships, connections, relationships that are unhealthy. And I was in the same boat. I had a lot of unhealthy friendships and relationships. And I had to let a lot of that go too. So I understand that. And it can feel very lonely. But I'm really glad that you're here and part of this group. So I hope that brings a little solace for you. I know you and Anton bring joy to me, so I'm glad that you two are here. And those of you that are watching later, the recording. Anton, number 2, Joe from the day we met, most recently for spending time together and walking with me in the scariest moment, and for kindness and generosity, trust, important between brothers. That's really sweet. Yeah, that's really kind. Courtney, I saw a quote on Pinterest this morning that said, healing isn't about becoming someone new. It's about unlearning who you had to become to survive. Yes. Exactly. In a lot of my workshops, we talk about that. We talk about how our nervous system adapted to survive. And now that we're older and we're adults, we no longer need that, and how that it worked and it kept us safe. But now we need to learn something new because it's no longer working as an adult. I am grateful for a friend I made on Discord who has made me feel important and is very aware of my feelings, even through a screen. Yes. I get that, Courtney. I have made a lot of online friends as well through my past year and a half of healing. Yeah, so it's been actually a very important part of my healing. So I understand that. Anton, at Courtney, I have also been more isolated and uncertain about relationships overall. Shed connections, very visual. Keep yourself safe and happy. Great quote. Courtney, I also read something about this, that life isn't about being understood by others, but to understand ourselves. Our relationship with ourselves is priceless. Yeah. Yeah. I've been working on a workshop that I'm doing on Sunday, and it's basically what we're talking about is we are recognizing the conditioning and looking underneath the conditioning. Who are we, at our core before the conditioning came, before people told us we were too much or not enough or we should be different? Who are we? What is the part of ourselves that we didn't get to develop that's been hidden. Yeah. Yeah. That's so wonderful. Okay, guys. Well, that's it for today. Thanks for coming. And a couple of things you can do for the rest of today. You're welcome to do another 10 things you're grateful for today. Your magic rock for tonight before you go to bed. And also you can finish your list on 3 people you are grateful for and why. And I hope to see you back here tomorrow. Take care, guys. Thanks for coming. Bye.